This weekend, I realized I was seeing a lot of people from different corners of my life. A college friend, our weekend pickleball turn running group, my cousin, even a friend of my husband's from years ago. It wasn't anything flashy, just coffee, a run, some burgers, dinner, but somewhere in between it hit me. This is what adult friendships look like. Sometimes it's just making time, showing up, staying connected, even in the little ways. So I thought I'd share some moments from the weekend, along with a few things I've been learning about how to keep friendships alive in your 20s and 30s. Meow, meow.
Meow.
Good morning. It is Friday. I am meeting one of my friends, one of my really good friends from college. She also was one of my bridesmaids, and it was her birthday a couple of weeks ago. But we haven't been able to meet up, so I'm just gonna grab some flowers and a couple desserts from Whole Foods because it is actually one of my favorite places to get desserts. I know it's so random, but they're actually good. So we're gonna grab that, and then we're gonna meet for coffee later at this new spot. And it's supposed to be a mobile caterer, but they do little pop-ups on Fridays and give coffee for free. We're gonna check it out. It'll be a lot of fun, and this weekend will be a lot of just socializing, and I'll bring you along. Okay, for dessert I got a tiramisu, a pistachio eclair, and this key lime pie tart. Ooh, it looks so good. And for the flower, I was gonna get a bouquet, but the orchid is my favorite flower, and it was calling to me, and it was very cute. It had some that weren't bloom yet, so hopefully they will bloom later. Tip number 1, make the effort to celebrate the little things. One of the easiest ways to stay close to friends as an adult is just making the effort. My college friend and I grab coffee every once in a while because we both love matcha and visiting cafes. But this time I brought her a little treat. It was her birthday a couple weeks ago and I wasn't able to see her, so I just grabbed just something small. Even when life gets busy, showing up for the small things like a surprise text, a quick phone call, or a thoughtful gesture can mean so much. It reminds me of a scene in My Neighbor Totoro when the girls bring their dad his umbrella and lunch. It's simple, but it says, "I'm thinking of you." And that's what keeps friendships alive. Tip number 2, find shared rhythms and sweat a little together. In the second half of last year, I moved back to my hometown, and a lot of my college friends actually live close by. So we formed a pickleball group because we were all interested in learning, and now we play almost every week. This week we actually did a run instead, just to mix it up. And honestly, I think that's one of the big secrets of adult friendships, is just finding an activity that y'all can enjoy together. It doesn't always have to be deep heart-to-heart talks with friends. Just having something consistent like a Saturday run or pickleball session keeps the bond alive. And even though we're not talking the whole time, it's nice that it's an activity that keeps us active, we're all learning at the same time, and really getting into this sport. It kind of reminds me of sports anime like Haikyuu or Kuroko no Basket, where teammates grow closer just by showing up and putting in the reps. We don't need big emotional moments, just a shared goal, some sweat, and showing up for each other. Tip number 3, let relationships evolve. I used to think of my cousin as just family, someone I grew up with, saw during holidays, and that was kind of it, especially since I moved away for college and it was a gap between our relationship. But lately we've been hanging out more, and I realized we're learning how to be friends as an adult. This weekend we went to a burger spot I used to go as a kid. She'd never been, and afterward we were just wandering around and just talking. She's also part of our pickleball group now, and it's been fun seeing her become friends with my friends too. It kind of reminds me of Digimon Adventure, where the original crew grow up and reunite years later. There's this feeling of we've changed, but the bond's still there, just in a different form, and that's okay. That's actually kind of beautiful, and it's a new way to rediscover your relationship and grow together. Tip number 4, be open to new characters dropping in. A few summers ago, my husband did an internship that took us to Atlanta for a couple of months, and during that time, he became friends with one of his teammates. They've kept in touch occasionally, and this weekend, that friend happened to be in town, so we took him out to dinner before his flight the next day. Friendship in your 20s and 30s doesn't always mean people you've known forever. Sometimes you meet someone at work or through a project, and there's a genuine connection. Even if it's a brief time, those moments still matter, and you'd be surprised what kind of friendships you can make. It kind of reminds me of Violet Evergarden, how she only spends a short time with each person, writing letters for them, but still manages to form a real connection. Friendship as an adult isn't always easy. People move, life changes, schedules fill up fast, but it's not impossible either. Sometimes all it takes is a coffee date, a Saturday morning run, or a spontaneous dinner to remind you that the bond is still there.
Whether it's friends you've known forever or people you're just getting to know, every effort counts. So yeah, that was my weekend, and honestly, it reminds me that friendships don't always have to be loud or constant. It just has to be real.